Yeah, used to only see the dark when I close my eyes. Now I'm staring at a future I don't recognize, cause it's better than the pain that I memorized. I was buried in my past, now I'm back revived. I was lost in the night, now I'm walking in the light. Got this weight on my back, but it's falling when I write. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I was chained to the guilt, now I'm breaking every link. Used to drown in my doubt, now I'm learning how to think. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I remember cold floors, lights off, no hope. Heart full of static, mind tied up in a choke. I was running from myself, trying to hide from the mirror. Now the fog peeled back and the truth got clear. Every L that I took, every tear that I shed was a seed in the dirt where my roots got fed. I was talking like, why me? Now I'm saying, try me. There's a lion inside me, no way to deny me. Used to sleep through the sunrise, curtains closed. Now I'm up with the dawn, now my purpose known. I was stuck in replay, stuck in regret. Now the track still spins, but the song's reset. You can see it in my stance, I'm moving different. Got an eye on these kids like I'm supervision. Got some sorrow and baggage I no longer need. And tomorrow I'll be back with a stronger me. I was lost in the night, now I'm walking in the light. Got these scars on my soul, but they shining when I write. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I was chained to the guilt, now I'm breaking every link. Used to drown in my doubt, now I'm learning how to think. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I came from the bottom of a broken dream, where the silence in the room wanna make you scream, where the love feel fake and the hate seems real, and you numb every night cause you scared to feel. I was scrolling through days like a background page, just a name in the crowd with a blackout rage. But somewhere in the static, I heard that call. Your story ain't over, you could rise from the fall. Now I'm writing my name in a brand new script. Turn I can to I will, let the narrative flip. Had to let my old self go, let it fade in the mist, to make room for the light and the life I'ma live. Now I speak to the kid that I used to be, like you ain't a mistake, you just couldn't see that the hurt you felt, all the nights you cried, will become the wings that will help you rise. I ain't perfect, but I'm walking with a clean slate. Every step is a choice, I don't feed hate. I got joy in my chest that I can't explain. Just know I ain't going back to that old pain. I was lost in the night, now I'm walking in the light. Got this weight on my back, but it's falling when I write. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I was chained to the guilt, now I'm breaking every link. Used to drown in my doubt, now I'm learning how to think. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. Now I'm looking at tomorrow with a different lens. Got plans for the fam and I'm lifting my friends. We were all in the dark, now we spark that flame. Turn our shame into fuel, let it carve our name. I'm investing in my mind, in my soul, in my health. No more trying to disappear from my own self. I forgive who I was, what I did, what I saw. Cause holding on, that only built me a wall. Now I'm knocking it down, brick by brick. Every negative voice, getting quiet quick. If the past come knocking, I don't need to respond. I got peace in my present and far beyond. I see graduation, new creations, houses full of celebration. Kids growing with a different foundation. No more generational chains of enslavement. We break it, shaking them off with dedication. If I slip, I ain't sinking again. I learned grace ain't the same as pretending now I'm perfect within. I'm just free from the weight that was breaking my spine. Now I step into the future and my faith is aligned. I'm not my worst day, I'm not my worst sin. I'm just a person trying to do good while imperfect. I'm more than the past that try to define me. I'm the proof that the light still finds me. I was lost in the night, now I'm walking in the light. Got this weight on my back, but it's falling when I write. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. I was chained to the guilt, now I'm breaking every link. Used to drown in my doubt, now I'm learning how to think. I ain't who I was, I'm becoming who I'm meant to be. Future on my mind, looking forward to my destiny. Yeah. Running from them all no more.